Please remember that this was a stronger practice, and yoga can be an amazing form of exercise, but always understand that there is more to yoga than just the physical exercise. Even a strong dynamic practice like today can be a moving meditation if you bring the mindfulness to the breath, to the energy inside, the emotions, and the mind. Ultimately, hatha yoga is really about balancing the energy, and the body is the vehicle. So it's important to understand that this internal energy and the energy that surrounds us in our aura actually creates and directs the physical body. This is why acupuncture and Reiki and different forms of energy healing are so effective, because the energy body is the matrix. It's the creator of the physical body. So when we come into a yoga practice, rather than just focusing on the strength and flexibility, if we become aware of the energy and how it moves through the channels of energy and how it activates and purifies the chakras, we go into the deeper aspect of the science of yoga, which is really about finding that balance between the ha and the ta, the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang, or the masculine and feminine, whichever way you want to describe it. All forms of energy are a polarity of energy, a plus charge and a minus charge. The sun and the moon, yin and yang, masculine and feminine, are just different ways to talk about these two polarities of energy. And everything in this universe is made of this energy. In fact, yogis understand that the whole universe is a dance of this polarity of energy. It's the law of attraction between these two opposite poles. And this is the duality that is the manifestation of everything in existence in the physical form. So by learning to balance this internal energy, this is how we step into our full power. It's not just about muscle strength and flexibility. It's really about energy. And when we balance the energy, we start to balance the emotions and the mind, because the energy is connected to the emotions and the thoughts. Emotions and thoughts are actually forms of energy. So hatha yoga says, let's work with the energy directly, and that's how we find the stability within ourselves. So please come to these practices with a greater awareness of what yoga is really about. It's about finding that balance by working with the energy, the emotions, and the mind. And this is how we find that inner peace that we're all looking for. If all we do is stretch and strengthen, we haven't touched the deeper aspects of ourselves. We haven't even gotten to the ability to focus on the meditative aspect of the practice if all we do is strong physical practice. Now, I love a strong physical practice, and I do them often. But I bring the meditative aspect into that practice by watching the breath, following every breath to the end, and finding that moment of stillness at the end of every breath is an amazingly effective technique for stabilizing the mind. And the whole science of yoga is about how to bring the mind into the present moment. Following the breath is bringing the mind into the present moment. That's why throughout every practice I say follow every breath to the end. Find that moment of stillness, because everything comes from stillness. It arises in movement, and then it goes back into that stillness. That's the foundation of all of the manifestation of this physical world. So I hope you join us for tomorrow's yin yoga practice. Once again, we'll slow things down and try to get a yin yoga practice in at least once a week. This is the therapy for our modern busy life, finding the stillness. So thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.